y'all? It's Fela. I'm heading home right now. Just get some gas, so I'm gonna answer whatever questions you guys want. Basically, a little about me. I got this car back in like 2000. I want to say 2009. I want to say. I got the car back in 2009, and I was like everybody else. I wanted freaking power, so I did the, back then it was intake, header, and exhaust. So, when I got the car, I put a intake on it, an engine intake. Then I had I had a custom made. What is it called? I had a custom made. I had a custom made 2.5 inch exhaust system all the way back, cat back, with the skunk 2 exhaust on it. So muffler, sorry, and yeah, it did its job. I mean, yeah, but then again, you want more power, so the next best thing, the next mod was header. Before I even did that, man, I actually got a tuner because I couldn't afford Flash Pro at that point. So I got the Cobb access port, and I used stage 1 mass airflow calibrations that they had. Not really maps, because they don't really run on maps. They run on your mass airflow unit. So for tuning. So yeah, I had that for like a couple months. I was okay with it. I mean, it made me rev higher. VTEC, I guess, kicked in at like 5,700. It was okay for a while, but then I had a friend named Andrew who also had an FG2, and he wanted like what I had, because every time me and him raced, I always come out beating him, and he always thought that, he needed that to, whatever. So I sold it to him. I sold it for I think $300 when it came out, and I gave it to him, and that money I used to buy my first header, which was a strup header. And yeah, like I said, I put that on there, and wow, man, the difference, the power that it made. I mean, the header really opens up your car, man, like really. But that shit was loud as hell, like really loud. And it really wasn't like, it just gave me like low end punch and mid range punch, but not really top end. Because that strup header wasn't that, it was okay, but it wasn't that good. It's like the knockoff version of a DC header back in the day. And again, I wanted more power, so I sold the strup header. No, I bought a Vibrant header, and I sold the strup header, and Vibrant was cool. Then I bought another Cobb, because again, Flash Pro was really expensive back then. Like, their things were selling for like $690 back then, and that thing was expensive. And I bought Vibrant. Yeah, I bought the Vibrant, and it was okay. Then the Cobb again, but then I guess the guy wanted it back, the Cobb back. I was like, fine, dude. He said he'll give me the money back, and he'll buy it back from me. And what did I do? I sold it back to him. So and I used intake, header, exhaust for the longest time. I mean, the longest. I want to say about like 3 months. Then I got a deal on Flash Pro, and remember, Flash Pro back then was still kind of new, so I got mine for like $590, which is still a shitload of money, but it's whatever. It's what you gotta pay to play, man. So anyway, yeah, so I bought that, and I finally, everyone was getting tuned. So I was trying to look for a tuner, but I used VIT, and VIT, shit, man. When I had VIT's tune, it was good. I opened it up. I raced a couple of SIs and everything, and yeah, I did really good with that, actually. I actually never lost any SI with bolt-ons with VIT's tune. It's just that it took long, because going back and forth, and no offense to the VIT or nothing like that, it's not his fault. It's just that I kept ordering more parts while we were tuning, and every little bit, probably like hurt me in the long run. Instead of getting my thing done within like a couple of days, maybe like in a week or two, it took me like almost a month to get my whole tune done. And you know, I got the, what is it? I got the J35 throttle body. Then I got the intake manifold, the RRC, all that stuff, you know. And it took longer and longer and longer. But shit, I embarrassed a couple of STIs, like the old school STIs. I beat them. I mean, then you know, GTIs. I really never lost any GTI. But again, you always feel like you're missing something, you know. So I wanted to do cams. Oh no. Then I decided to go get more power, you know, get a little more top end power. So I went to go get a custom made 3-inch exhaust. Then I got a PLM header, and again I made like 220 something or whatever, 203, something like that. And again, like, while I made more power and torque, a little more, no, I actually made more torque with the PLM header. I made more torque than horsepower. Again, I was missing something, so I wanted to do cams. And cams, you know, the guys at the shop told me, like, dude, fella, you're wasting too much money on this thing. Like, just go boost already, man. Just boost and you should be happy. Get a supercharger. And I was going, so I was planning on getting a supercharger, a Jackson Racing supercharger. And you know, I was just gonna shut everybody up. You know, everyone that's fucking, all the booster guy that kept messing around with me. You know, they gave me props, you know, because, you know, I was all motor, I was keeping up with them, but I wasn't like pulling on them like I do now. So I was gonna get a supercharger. As a matter of fact, I was actually gonna make a down payment on it at my shop. And I went downstairs. Funny thing happens, what the fuck are you doing, man? I went downstairs and I seen this EK hatch with a fully built B18 30, I think it's 6260 or something like that. Big turbo, man. He making 550 horsepower. And he was driving that shit every day. Like, he's a big dude too, like a big white dude. I was like, how the hell is he driving this shit every day? It's a 550 horsepower. It's nuts. But they were like, well, he does. I mean, then they pretty much kind of, like, my shop kind of literally talked me out of getting a supercharger that day. One of the workers actually did, and I went from that, the Jackson Racing to getting a custom made turbo kit made. So I went home and I started looking on eBay what things I can buy, like all the pieces and everything together. So, but funny thing happened is that we had Hurricane Sandy come around to hit us in Jersey. So if you live in Jersey, you understand what that was like. And a friend of mine, not a friend at that point, but I saw somebody was selling a Grady kit for like $1,200, and I was like, what? A whole turbo kit for $1,200? Yeah, I'm in. I got the Grady. I've got the TSI manifold with it, because the Grady kits, like, the manifolds kind of suck. They keep what is it called? They keep cracking. So I got the TSI manifold, which is a lot bigger. So after I got that thing done, I put that thing together and I tuned. I made like 270 off of that thing. And oh god, I mean, I would, like, the wake up, I mean, one pull, just one pull, like the first initial pull, I made like 230 on it. You know, I think the first and second pull I made like, yeah, 230 on it. And I'm like, damn, I can never even get this much with the old motor, like, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the whole tuning process for that thing, I made like 270, 225 torque. I mean, to me it was a beast, man. I mean, all the people that fucking doubted me, you know, they were like, oh shit. And I beat everybody with that. I beat everybody. I beat like a good amount of people with it, you know, with with that Grady kit. I mean, that thing had, the spool was really like short. I think I was on boost at like 2,500 RPMs or something like that. I mean, shit. And the torque, I ran like 13.5s consistently at the track at like 108, I want to say. And that's at least like a high 12, you know, high 12 car. I mean, shit. And what happened then? Yeah, I got, like, again, I still wanted more, because I was like, while I was doing that, I still wanted more. I was going to actually get upgrade the Grady kit. I was going to upgrade the Grady kit to with the Garrett 35R. Oh no, with the Garrett 30R. Sorry, I was gonna get a Garrett 30R with a T28 flange or a 25 flange, and I was gonna put that in, you know, but you know, I just felt like I wanted more power. You know, it's still restricted a little bit. You know, it's still restricted because it's a log manifold. So I decided to let somebody else have fun with it. So what I did was just started piecing up the kit I had together that I have in my car now. I got matter of fact, the same guy that sold me the Grady kit, he sold me my Jotech manifold that I have on me now. He sold that to me for like $450. Then I got the Garrett 35R for like $700. And another thing, if you want to get a turbo, my mistake is like, you want to get a turbo that's like new. I'd rather get the turbo new or get one that's like not abused or any of that stuff, because I had to buy another cartridge for mine. You know, it would have worked, but it's just that it wouldn't have spooled the way this one does now. Like the cartridge I have, it's basically a brand new turbo. So I honestly could have just gotten a brand new turbo from the get-go, because what I spent on getting a used one, I could have just gotten a brand new one, you know. But you know, whatever, you know, you live and you learn and everything. So I got the Garrett 35R cartridge. Everything was cool. And then I went to CX Racing. I got most of the shit off of eBay. The piping, CX Racing piping. What else? I got a tile. What is it called? 44 millimeter wastegate. 50 millimeter. Same thing. A tile. 50 millimeter blow-off valve. And what else did I get? I got a custom-made dump tube made. I pretty much bought all the piping for the guys to fabricate for me. And from there, I got the oil and water lines. I just actually let the shop order those parts, because I didn't know the length or anything like that, since everything was custom. So I just let them order that shit. But like all the other shit, like flange, what is it called? The V-band and everything like that. I bought that from. Just gave it to them. I bought all that for them, and I basically just bought everything and just had them fabricate. So it really shows like the work of the shop and what they can do. I mean, I can easily have bought a full race kit too, but I just wanted to save money and see what my shop can do, because I know they're really good at making turbo kits for everybody. So that's what I did. I just decided to just go custom. And plus, it's like, it's unique, you know. I mean, you know, not everybody can say, like, everyone was asking me how I did it. That's how I did it. I just bought piece by piece, and I just saved. You know, I sold the Grady kit, and whatever I had from that paid for what I have now, like everything, you know. What else do I have on this thing? All the water lines. Basically, it's just a turbo, man. Just to get the manifold and a turbo that fits that manifold, and you're pretty much halfway there. You can always buy piping. Piping is just, it's pipe, you know, whatever. Piping is just pipe. And but get like stainless steel though, you know, that's a good thing. That's stainless steel for the downpipe, so you know everything's there. And you know, get a nice tune, and yo, I make like about 400, and I beat the crap out of this shit every day, man. You see my videos. I mean, I do these things for fun. Like, I'm not even trying to, like, I don't even want to be the fastest person, you know, because like the reason why I don't want to be the fastest person is because somebody's always like, you're always going to get haters wherever you go. All I want is just, I don't want to be like, I mean, haters come. It's a natural thing. You're always gonna have haters everywhere, or somebody that just doesn't like you or whatever, doesn't like, you know, the attention you're getting or some shit like that. But I just want to be like the guy that at the meets that's like, you know what, that guy's car, it's quick. You know, like when you fuck with him, you know, like it's gonna be, you know, you got to bring everything you got. Like it's not. Excuse me. It's not like. I just don't want to be talked as a walk in the park, like what most people think of at signs at the meets and everything like that. They think everything's just a walk in the park, but you know, I go to the meets and everyone knows, you know, everyone knows. So that's all I wanted to do. Like, just I just did this just for the hell of it, like just for fun. You know, all I'm trying to say is like boost. I mean, boost is not for everybody, but if you're honestly looking for that itch that you just can't scratch, you know, you're buying all these parts, all these like all motor stuff, like cams and everything. I mean, yeah, they help and everything, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be, you still gotta rev to the moon to, you know, to make power. I don't. You know, I mean, I can get power like whenever I want to. Like what? Like I can just downshift and just get power and just passing power. I mean, I don't need to rev my ass all the way to the moon, you know, the 9 grand to get any power. I'm on stock cam, stock motor, stock everything, stock oil pan, everything. Everything's stock. I mean, the injectors, all right, yeah, the injectors, I got RC injectors for like, you know, I don't know, I got them for really cheap. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's turbo is just the way to go. A boost, even superchargers. Like, I have nothing against superchargers either. It's just I want that what is it called? That turbo torque. You know, that thing that pushes you back in the seat and makes you hold on for dear life. You know, I mean, and to be honest with you, this right now, this setup right now, I'm getting bored of it. I want more. I want more. I mean, the way I look at it, supercharger will get you there. Don't get me wrong, superchargers will get you where you need to be. Like, boost in general will get you where you need to be. That itch you can't scratch, boost does that. You know, boost is like it'll cure that shit. You know, like, I mean, you can worry about how much power you're gonna make from intake header exhaust. You port this, port that, send it out to whoever to get it ported and all that shit. And I'm not hating on it. I mean, I miss all motor, but boost, like turbo or even supercharger in general, like you're going to want more power no matter what. I mean, one day let's say you beat a couple of WRXs and everything, there'll be just one WRX that'll get you on the site. Damn, I thought, you know, I mean, you're wasting all your money. The way I look at it, you're wasting all your money to be just as fast as like a stage 2 WRX. You know, when they start modding or getting a downpipe and everything, you're back to square one again. You know, you just want like, you want to beat them really badly, and the easiest way to do that, I'm sorry, is boost. I mean, sorry. SIs are fast. I mean, they're quick for what they are, but let's be honest here. They're not like in a drag strip. They're not really that fast. I mean, I'm sorry, they're not fast. And I'm just what is it called? Ambassador, I guess you want to call it, for boost. People who want turbo or supercharger or whatever. You know, the only thing that sucks about having a boosted front-wheel drive car is the traction. But I mean, you know, that comes with the territory, you know. And it's what it is. I mean, turbo for the win. I'm sorry, a boost in general for the win. You know, shout out to all the guys out there who have a turbo. Darius. Who else? Alex, Kenan or Kayleen, sorry. Yeah, all you guys, man. Gotta start making videos, and all you other guys that are superchargers guys too. I mean, I don't want to be the only guy that's making videos here, so you guys step it up. And yeah, if you guys ever need help, man, I mean, I know this is a kind of a whack video, but you know, I'm just on my way home right now, so like, just bear with me and everything. But you know, just whenever you guys need help or whatever, just let me know, and I'm glad to help. And happy boosting, and be safe. Deuces.